Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of the Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to watch today's video. Guys, today I've got an easy, simple way for you to catch bass deep in the fall time of the year. If you're familiar with fishing deep, this is going to be a good deal you can add to your arsenal. But if you've never caught any bass deep before, this is going to be a real simple way for you guys to do it. So we're going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, just a quick thank you out there. I wanted to give everybody thank you for everybody that's been using all the links I put in my description of every video. I've talked about this before. Everybody that's using those links to purchase your fishing tackle and all that type of stuff is really doing a lot to support the channel. So a big thank you if you're one of the people that's been doing that. Really appreciate it. Okay, guys, there's two different things involved in this scenario. It's the area and it's the bait that you're fishing. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about why those fish go deep in the fall time of the year. Normally by like October, the thermocline has dissipated in most lakes. And therefore, once that thermocline dissipates, the fish are able to use deeper water. The oxygen levels are a little bit better. The environment's a little bit more conducive. So in the month of October and November, if you have a clear water lake, it's not uncommon to catch bass 40 to 60 feet deep on the bottom that time of year. And even if you don't have that clear water, those fish will still get deep on some of these areas we're going to talk about. But first of all, let's talk about the lure that we're going to fish. And then the next, I'll talk about the type of areas. The only lure that you need for this technique, guys, is a 3/4 ounce football head jig. Just some type of a natural color. I've got the Zoom speed crawl behind it on it, some type of a curly trailer. Very simple setup. I've got it usually set up on 12-pound test, Seaguar, and VizX fluorocarbon line. So that's the setup, nice and easy. The next thing you want is, this is the key to it, and this is what makes it so easy. It's all about fishing bluff banks. It can be bluff banks on the main lake. It can be bluff banks in the creek arms. It can be bluff banks up in the upper river part of the lake. But it's all about those bluff banks where the channel swings right next to the bluff. And all you do, guys, is get out off of those bluffs, depending upon what your water visibility is. If the water visibility is, say, less than 4 feet deep, you're going to have a lot of fish in that 5 to 15 foot zone. And if your water is clear, like over 4, 5, 6 foot of visibility, those fish could be down 30, 40, 50 feet deep. So let the depth that you fish on the bluff be dictated by your water clarity. But what I like to do is I just get on a bluff and I just start methodically casting to the bank and working that jig as deep as what I think those fish are based upon the water clarity. And I just make a pitch to the bank or a cast, work it out there, make another cast maybe 5 foot in front of it, and slowly creep my way down the bank there. And eventually, once you start getting some bites, you'll sort of get keyed in on the depth that the fish are at, so you can really fish a little bit faster. But when you're working those bluffs, there's going to be a few sweet spots on it. Any type of rock transition, any type of a rock slide, any type of irregular feature, point. If it's a bluff point, it's going to be really good. Probably the best areas for this is like if you're coming up on a point, probably 50 to 100 yards before you get to that point is going to be a high percentage area. But it's a real simple way to catch bass deep, guys. We do it down here in the Ozarks quite a bit. It'll work on any lake that has bluffs on it. Even if the water's a little bit more off color, those fish are going to be a little shallower. But to me, it's been all about the bait. Just that 3/4 ounce football head jig with a curly tail trailer. Just work it slow, easy fishing, easy way to catch deep fish. And I've caught them down to like 60 feet deep here in Missouri in October and November doing that. So, guys, hope it helps you catch a few, and we'll talk later.